Tibbs, how are you, sir?
Very good, thank you, Michael. Thank you.
So, what's it like working with Dillian? Describe to us a bit about your relationship with Dillian.
Well, it's changed as with the length of time we've been together, you know, and it should do, you know, because he's changed as a fighter, and he's got more mature, and he's finding more angles. He's finding he knows how to box more and be a slugger. So he can only get better.
How did that relationship start? I don't think many people know how you two sort of linked up together. How did it start?
Well, I was training a fighter at the time, and he says to me, Mark, he says, Dillian Whyte's asked me for your number. So I says, yes, give it to him. And it went from there, really. Went from there. He come down to West Ham. We had a chat, and it went from there. I think we started off doing a day-on-day-off basis. I says, let's do a day-on-day-off basis. I went, so I know where I am at with you. By the end of the week, you'll know if you can work with me, and I'll know if I can work with you, sort of thing. And then I think 2 days into the training, he was, I put him through stuff. Like, I'd done 10 rounds, 4-minute rounds, weights on, weights off. Yeah, 4-minute rounds, half-a-minute break. I just want to have a look, see where he was, if you know what I mean. Yeah. With a rope across the ring and a rope across that ring, you know, 4 ropes. And he'd done 10 shadow, something like that, 4 minutes, half-a-minute break. He'd done that well, but I knew there was work. I could work with him. I wanted to listen to him, how he responded to certain shots, simple stuff. And then I asked him to work the floor, you know, so some basic conditioning work on the floor. I want to see where I was at with that. And he was very, very fit and very strong. Never moaned and never groaned. And I like that about him. And he says to me, Mark, I do all this already. I do all this sort of stuff down in Loughborough. I said, oh, I'm sure you do. It'd be nice to pop down and see what they do down there. But while we've got a little trial between us, I'd like to see where I'm at with you, or where you're at. I think after 2 days, I gave it some thought. Lads, just keep it down a bit, please. Shut the door, please. Thank you. I gave it some thought. Where was I?
You went to Loughborough with him?
No, before we went to Loughborough. I think where I was now.
He was giving it some thought. He told you that he's been doing all this stuff already.
Basically we done the ring work. I wanted to see how he moved, how he grooved, how he responded to instructions. He responded well, and then I wanted to do some floor work. And he was very never shied away from nothing. He kind of explained to me, Mark, I've done this already, but I'm well, I need to see it. Anyway, but he never moaned and groaned, with great work ethic. And after about 2 or 3 days, that's right. After about 2 or 3 days, I said, remind me, when's your date? When you fight? He said, I'm fighting in 8 weeks' time. I went, right, I want to train you like you're in camp with me for the 8 weeks. And I think we just carried on ever since. Yeah, but he took me down to Loughborough after a couple of weeks, and that was a very good eye-opener to see what they do down there. And he likes it down there, and he enjoys it, and we're all learning a lot down there, so it's good.
Last year, you had a major year, 3 massive fights, and 3 great victories. What was your overall analysis of the year?
Yeah, it was a phenomenal year for Dillian's career, and the way he handled the business side of it and the physical side of it, you know, which I'm involved. He gold a Brown in good fashion. We planned exactly how that went. We planned that. He done it, and I think we had Parker right after that.
Yeah.
Parker was, for me, the very good fight for him. I knew Dillian's his mindset and his physicality, and I know what he can do technically to beat that style, and he pulled that off as well. But it was risky because he was a very good boxer, and I think Joseph Parker will come again. You know what I mean? He's a very good boxer. Probably, yeah, he's a very good boxer, former world champion, young and all, and he will come again. I'm sure he will. So that was a very good victory for us.
And then lastly, Derek Chisora.
Derek Chisora. Well, Derek, we beat Derek the first time, and we did beat him. A couple of little things that went on in that fight, but I won't bring up again. That we got the referee went against us. But anyway, the public was screaming for it. We weren't. I personally weren't too in favour of going again with it, but at the time, strategically, it worked because all the other champions were preoccupied, business-wise, fight-wise. So I was in favour of it in the end. Let's get rid of Chisora. I said, listen, we get hold of Chisora again. We get Chisora again. We've got to do a number on him because we've got to shut the public up, and that's what we did.
So just from a trainer's perspective, when you hear there's an opponent, so now we've got talks of Dominic Brazil, what's your thought processes going into a training camp?
Well, when we go into a training camp with an opponent in mind, obviously I know Dominic Brazil, but I have to run my eyes over it again, have a look, and then we work on stuff. It's up to me to implement certain tactics and put them into play. Whether I tell Dillian or not what we're doing, he'll get it. He's a smart character. And then we talk about during training, when we're in camp, we talk about, well, this could work, this won't work, and that's how we go about opponents.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tibbs. We're going to get you on here more. It's another one of Dillian Whyte's ventures, Dillian Whyte TV.
I've been watching. I've subscribed.
We're going to get you in the kitchen and show us how it's done in the kitchen.
I'll show you how to cook.
You're going to show us how to cook, yeah? All right, I'm going to hold you to that. We're going to have a series of Tibbsy in the kitchen.
Lovely.
So thanks for speaking to us, and hopefully we get to speak to you again.
Thanks, Magic.
Nice one, mate.
Cheers, mate. Is that all right? Yeah.